The Horror Review. Absentia. Just the facts. Absentia is the name of an American horror film that made its debut at the Fargo Film Festival on the 3rd of March 2011. The film marked the directorial debut of Mike Flanagan, who also wrote and edited the picture. Flanagan has gone on to further success in the horror genre over the course of the 2010s, being responsible for 2013's Oculus with Doctor Who star Karen Gillan, as well as Hush, Before I Wake and Do Origin of Evil in 2016, 2017's Gerald's Game and the 2018 horror TV series The Haunting of Hill House, and whose next project is Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining based on the novel by Stephen King, which is due for release in cinemas later this year. Plot. A young woman goes to give emotional support to her older sister, who is about to finally have her husband declared legally dead in absentia after he mysteriously disappeared 7 years earlier. The woman is having vivid nightmares, hallucinations of her missing husband, which her therapist tells her are the result of grief and guilt, while the younger sister has a couple of strange experiences in a local tunnel, which has a disturbing history of people disappearing without trace near it. Cast. The film features a cast of unknowns in the lead roles, including Katie Parker, otherwise known as Catherine Parker, as Kay Russell, who also appeared in The Haunting of Hill House, Courtney Bell as Trisha Riley, and Dave Levine as Detective Ryan Mallory. Perhaps the most recognizable actor in absentia is Justin Gordon, who also appeared in Flanagan's later works Oculus and Before I Wake. Trivia. Courtney Bell was actually 7 months pregnant during shooting. Principal photography on absentia was actually funded by contributions from the general public via the film's page on crowdfunding website Kickstarter. Absentia was released on DVD in 2012 by Phase 4 Films but has only been released on Blu-ray in Germany, in 2011, and in the United Kingdom in 2014. Reaction. Absentia received rave critical notices on the film festival circuit, winning a number of awards including Best Limited Release, Direct-to-Video Film at the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards in 2013, Best Narrative Feature for Flanagan at the Fargo Film Festival, Best Feature at the Phoenix International Horror and Sci-Fi Film Festival, at the Rhode Island International Horror Film Festival, the Sonoma Valley Film Festival and at Shockfest, all in 2011, and in the same year won Best Horror Film, Best Actor for Dave Levine, Best Supporting Actor for Morgan Peter Brown, Best Sound for Richard Regan and a joint Best Actress Award for Katie Parker and Courtney Bell at the Tabloid Witch Awards. What I think. This creepy 2010 horror flick was the feature debut of writer-director Mike Flanagan, who has since become, in my opinion, one of the best horror directors working today with the likes of Oculus, Hush and Do Origin of Evil. Absentia is clearly a low-budget flick with a no-name cast, some of whom are a bit rough round the edges occasionally, but it is instantly clear why Flanagan has gone on to bigger things, as he generates a great atmosphere of unease and handles the suspense, tension and a couple of big shocks, one involving a shower curtain, like a maestro. Absentia is an eerie and surprisingly effective little horror flick, and while not my favorite from Flanagan, it is nonetheless a very strong debut and deserves a strong B+.